Hey y'all, my name is Mallory from SAHMallorie. I post all kinds of homemaking and cleaning content, and today's video is going to be my 5 habits to be my better self. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to word that title, but basically these are 5 habits that I've been implementing since the beginning of the year. I've been trying to more and more recently anyways, but especially since the beginning of this year, I really wanted, that was like my resolution. I have these things I wanted to like put into place, and they've really been helping me in all aspects of life. So health, fitness, so on and so forth, like it kind of covers everything. Yeah, so I'll just jump straight into it. My first habit is changing your mindset. That is a huge one for me, especially as a stay-at-home mom. And that can be a very broad topic, because it can be, I actually have implemented it in lots of different areas, like my spending habits, like my mindset with like spending and saving. I've been budgeting. My mindset with just being positive and, you know, thinking more positive, focusing on the positive in general. And especially as a stay-at-home mom, sometimes I don't know, I personally feel like I put myself in like a rut. Like I have to get up, I have to clean, I have to cook, I have to put the kids to bed, and like that's it. And then, you know, I kind of put myself in this rut, but I don't. I can leave the house if I want. The kids and I can go out to the park if we want. We can go grab some lunch. We can watch a movie, you know, whatever. So just kind of like changing my mindset on that, like just, you know, resetting if needed. Like if me or the kids or both are like going wild, then, you know, just instead of focusing on like I'm stressed out, I'm frustrated, like just reset, like however. And another big thing with me personally being a stay-at-home mom is finding something to look forward to, like having something fun coming up soon. And it doesn't have to be a major vacation or anything like huge coming up. You know, it could be tomorrow. When I'm filming this, it's Friday. Tomorrow's the weekend. So I'm gonna go out like with my whole family. We're gonna run to Target, probably grab some Starbucks, get the kids some cake pops, and I need a new body lotion. But I'm gonna like, my kids heard me say I'm getting cake pops. But I'm gonna like, you know, romanticize it, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, that's kind of a broad category, but it kind of covers pretty much all aspects of life. Like I said, I've also been budgeting really well. I want to save X amount this month, so that means I can only spend X amount outside of bills and whatnot. You know, and it's really been opening my eyes to just different ways like my mind works, whether it's spending or just constantly focusing on the negative, or putting myself in that rut, like I said, where I'm like, oh, gotta stay home and clean, when no, I don't. Just changing my mindset. That's number 1. That's the biggest one to me. That's the broadest one. So number 2 is also very big, specifically for stay-at-home moms, but that is getting ready every single day. And I don't mean like getting completely dolled up every day, but just getting cleaned up, putting on clean clothes, whatever makes you feel good about yourself. I know for me, like getting ready makes me feel clean, makes me feel confident, like more self-confident. It gives me motivation, because if I just like roll out of bed in my pajamas, move to the couch in my pajamas, like I'm not gonna be very productive that day. But if I get up and like immediately start, like I like to brush my teeth and wash my face, and I got a new time iron to curl my hair, because I love curled hair, but it takes so long, and so I haven't curled my hair in forever. But with that time iron, I've been curling my hair like every single day, and it is such a confidence boost. And then same with makeup. I usually just do like my eyebrows and eyelashes, and that's about it. I do that every single day though. But sometimes I will do like actual, like a full face of makeup, and you know, it just helps me feel more confident, and motivated and, you know, just feel better about myself. And then sometimes I'll just wear leggings, but sometimes I will put on like jeans even if I am staying at home. And then the opposite is true at the end of the day. It's so easy for me to put the kids to bed and then like veg out on the couch immediately, but I like make it a point to get unready every single day as well. Like I brush my teeth again, wash all my makeup off, get cleaned up and get into some clean pajamas for that night. So getting ready and getting unready. So number 3 is similar to number 2, but that is like I have a dedicated self-care day every week now. I take one day of the week, usually it's Friday, and I do all of my self-care things that day. I posted a video on it a couple weeks ago, I think, actually, but I only wash my hair once a week, and then I use dry shampoo like the days leading up to my shower, or my hair washing, I should say. I shower every day, but I wash my hair once a week. Anyways, now that that's cleared up, I don't even know what I was trying to say. Oh yeah, so I wash my hair, I do all the exfoliating, all the shaving, all the hair masks, face masks, foot masks. I can't even think of it all off the top of my head right now. I always redo my nails. That's something I've always been one, like I love getting my nails done and having my nails done, but I don't like spending so much money on getting them done. Because I remember when I was in high school, I could get like a full set of acrylic nails for like $25 before like tips and whatnot. But now it's ridiculous. Usually it's like $80, $90 to get my nails done, so I'm not spending that. So I just bought a few nail polishes and I just do my own nails once a week. But I'm just really trying to put forth that effort into myself because I've got to fill my own cup so I can fill everybody else's cup, especially with another baby coming. Like around the time Elijah was born, I still had a 1-year-old, and then I had a newborn, and then I had horrible postpartum depression, anxiety, all the craziness. So I was not filling my own cup at all. I was showering like once every 2 weeks and just not taking care of myself. So I could hardly take care of anyone else in the house, and it was just really rough. I don't just go like leave my kids the entire day and like only focus on myself all day long, but I do take a day to say, okay, I'm going to get these things that like I like to do. Like I like to do a face mask, I like to do my nails, like I'm gonna get them done this day at some point. Like usually my nails, I do them after the kids are in bed, you know, but just like the things that make me feel good about myself and whatnot, like I'm gonna get them done at some point throughout that day, like focusing, like prioritizing on myself, prioritizing myself too. Anyways, that was a really long rant for that one, but yeah, just having like a dedicated self-care day to like go in depth, like more than just, you know, washing your face and brushing your teeth that you do every day. Like, you know, do a face mask and do a teeth whitening like kit and whatnot. Anyways, okay, so number 4 is planning. I have always been a list person. I have always been someone to write things down. Like I write everything down, especially now as a stay-at-home mom. I try to plan everything, otherwise I will forget everything. So like towards the end of every month, I try and just plan out the whole next month, like all the library events, the homeschool events, church events, family, like gathering events type things, birthdays, birthday parties, all the like events for the next month. I try and write them down, and then of course like weekly at like, you know, usually Saturday or Sunday, I'll sit down and plan out the week ahead so I kind of know what's coming. And then every single morning after breakfast, I sit down and think of what do I want to get done, what do I need to get done, like what do we have going on today, and I make a to-do list from there. And you know, so I just keep breaking it down into smaller and smaller like time increments basically, but just writing everything down. I have a notebook that I'm actually using like so I don't forget what I'm supposed to say, but I have a notebook to just write everything down. I have the notes app in my phone, oh, dropping my pen, the notes app in my phone that like if I'm not next to my notebook, if I'm out and about and I think of something, I type it in real quick and then I go home and write it down. And then from there, I take it to my planner. If it's like a specific day or whatever, I write it in my planner from there, and those like rarely leave my side. I look at my planner and notebook a million times a day. Another type of planning I'm trying to get better at, because I'm great with to-do lists. I can make a to-do list a mile long, but I am not good at meal planning. I have never been good at meal planning. So this year, one of my things is like I'm trying to do better with like my spending and budgeting. So meal planning is a huge part of that, because if you don't plan, like you'll waste food and then you'll go out to eat constantly and so on and so forth. So I also try to, over the weekend, I sit down and think of like, okay, what meals would we like to have this upcoming week? I always ask my husband and the kids, and then of course any of them that like I want, and then snacks, lunches, breakfast, all the things. And then I do my grocery shopping Monday mornings, and I don't have it planned out for like on Monday we have to eat this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Tuesday we have this, and I don't do it like that in depth. But I do have a list of like our dinners for the week. But somewhere around midday, I can look at that list and I try to have a mix of things that are like easy to make and things that are, you know, like maybe more in depth, more ingredients or whatnot. So then I can just kind of choose based off of like whatever kind of day we're having that day. Okay, and number 5, the last thing, none of these were in any particular order, by the way. But the last thing I have is to create a simple cleaning routine. Just find something that's easily manageable and that works for you, because if you set the standards too high on a day that you're not really feeling it, you're not going to do it. Or at least I won't. I'm speaking from experience here. I don't know about you, but I like to set my standard pretty low. I do laundry, I do the dishes, and I like get trash and stuff, like trash and toys and whatnot, like off the floors. That's mainly my goal for every single day. I just do a walkthrough of the whole house, put things back where they go, I do my dishes, I do my laundry. Otherwise, if I'm feeling extra productive that day, I can take on extra tasks or deeper cleaning or whatever. But otherwise, I'm just in the habit now. It's only, what, like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks into the new year, and I am in the habit of like every single night before I sit down, I've got to get the dishwasher loaded. That's the hardest part for me, honestly. But, you know, and then as long as you do these basic things once a day, it doesn't get too bad. Our house has actually been so nice lately. By so nice, I mean like a lot better than it usually is. We still have kids. But yeah, so with creating that routine, basically I just look at whatever like your absolute necessities are, just get those done. And then you can add more if you feel like it. Like some days I get my, you know, routine done, and then I go deep clean the bathroom cabinets and reorganize those and whatnot. But some days I barely get my routine done, but I'm like, I gotta get at least this done, because if I don't, it's gonna be twice as bad tomorrow. But anyways, those are my personal like 5 habits that have been like changing my life lately. I have felt so on top of life. I'm also pregnant, so I'm gonna have a newborn soon, and I'm sure that that's all gonna fall apart. But I'm trying to set myself up for success, so that way when I do have a newborn, I'm in these good habits already and I can keep them going, especially like taking care of myself so I can take care of others. That's always been a huge one, that like as soon as I have a kid, like myself, I go out the window, and then eventually everyone else follows, because you know how it goes. But anyways, I'm just trying to like set myself up for success when I do have the baby. And then for as of like right now, I have never felt more put together. I feel like that mom that like shows up to all her kids' events like put together, and she's on time, and she's just got it together. She's got all the snacks, the diapers, everything she needs, everything everyone around her needs. I feel like I'm moving that way, and that's kind of what I envision. Like, that's who I want to be, so that's how I'm trying to show up every day. You know, that kind of also goes into that mindset. Like, that's the kind of mom I want to be, the kind of person I want to be, so that's who I'm showing up as every day. At least pretending it, faking it till I make it. And so far it is creating really good habits, and I've got a good routine going. Anyways, I will stop rambling on and on and on. I just love the new year because I love like fresh starts and setting new routines and new habits, all the things. Like I just love the new year. So let me know if you guys have any really good like resolutions or habits or anything for the new year, because I would love to hear them. I always like the last half of December and the first half of January, I'm all about like looking up like on Pinterest like all the goals for this year and resolutions and so on and so forth. So I would love to hear yours. So anyways, yeah, drop those below because I would love to read them and get some new ideas also. But I hope this helped you out and, you know, maybe gave you some ideas or whatever. Anyways, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!